Hello, I am Sarah, and I am actually one of the providers that works with PPC USA. And I am super excited because I get to talk a little bit about my postpartum experiences. I've had two postpartums actually, but I have three kids. So I have one 2.5-year-old daughter, and I have almost 9-month-old twin boys, which is so crazy to believe. But both of these postpartum experiences have been completely different. So I'm actually really excited to talk a little bit about both of those recoveries. So let's just kind of start from the beginning, how I heard about PPCU. I was actually a first time fresh mom, about 5-6 weeks postpartum, and realizing how much postpartum care was lacking. I really had only worked in the primary care setting and really didn't know prior to becoming a mom how postpartum care was just really not where it needed to be. So it was just kind of one of those crazy timing things. And Stacia, our wonderful founder and owner, had posted that she was creating a telehealth postpartum clinic. And I just was like, oh my gosh, I just have to reach out to her and thank her for doing that. It's kind of a funny story because it kind of blossomed into this beautiful, friendship and relationship. But I also, she, provided me the opportunity to take care of postpartum women too. So I have been alongside PPCU from the very beginning, but it's actually a pretty amazing story how I heard about PPCU. So I decided it was time to actually become a patient of PPCU. Pretty much, I'd say I was 3 months postpartum. I was just shy of 3 months with my daughter, and I knew it was time to really take care of myself, have somebody take care of me when my anxiety just felt like it was through the roof. I was to a point where I wasn't really recognizing myself anymore. I was having thoughts that were just really debilitating, and it was hard to, make it through the day feeling like somewhat of a normal person, right? I knew it was time to kind of put myself first so that I could be the best mom I could be for my daughter and for my family. So, things that I, had tried before, it was just kind of taking some supplements that I had heard were good, but I never had lab work done. I never really talked to anybody about what was going on. I knew something was not right, and what I was doing was not working. And honestly, I feel like my life was so heavily affected. You're always told oh, postpartum, you're this mom, you're blossoming into a new person and life is going to be great. And, I love my baby, and I almost felt a little bit of guilt that I was feeling anxious. I was having some depression. I was way more exhausted than I ever thought I could be. People really can't prepare you for the exhaustion after multiple nights of not sleeping. And I just did not feel like myself. I didn't recognize myself anymore. And it was affecting, my relationships with pretty much everyone in my life, even myself, and it was kind of hard to admit that in the beginning, but now I can kind of look back and really see how I was struggling and how I was so proud of myself for taking that step and taking care of myself. And I'll be very honest about this too. What really helped was getting in-depth comprehensive lab work. Stacia was able to kind of really connect those dots for me, even as a provider. I always say, you got to get out of your own way and you just need to let somebody help you. And Stacia and the team did that for me, right? So really understanding like those root cause issues that I was experiencing, with postpartum, it's a completely different chapter of life. And what may have been working for you before may not work for you right now. Your body's going through a lot of stress. And it kind of took a minute for me to realize, like, yes, like my body just went through such a crazy, wonderful change. But getting lab work, getting targeted supplementation, and guided nutrition advice and education, I mean, it was huge. It was so impactful in how I was able to recover after my daughter, but after my twins too, right? My postpartum after my twins was completely different after I had my daughter. And so what I did after my daughter was different. My labs were different. My supplementation was different, and my nutrition was different because I was very depleted. I was extremely inflamed. My gut function was impaired from the lack of sleep with having, at one point, 3 kids under the age of 2. I can laugh about it now, but it really truly makes all the difference when you have somebody doing a deep dive into what's going on in your body and helping you take those steps to feeling your best self. Being a patient with PPCU truly made all of the difference, and every mom that I run into on the street, every mom that I meet at a coffee shop, everyone, I'm always recommending just reaching out and taking that step just to see, how PPCU can help you. It was such a positive, enlightening, reaffirming experience, more so than anything, knowing that I'm not alone. I'm not crazy in how I'm feeling, right? So I'm always encouraging moms, like, please reach out because PPCU can truly help you.